Hey, good people here at Birmingham. I want to thank GT for sharing the stage with us. Good people here at Bottle Tree for having us aboard. First time here. And first and only time for this up piece we're going to do. We'll give you a 45-minute song that has 30 parts. Hyphenated-Man.
Birmingham, here you are.
A home. It's Mr. Sonny Blount, Son Raw. I'll tell you a story. One time me and my best friend Raymond Pettibone was in New York City where he's playing. It might have been called Sweet Basil's. And we were all bourboned up. Somehow he was doing some wild ass version of Somewhere Over the Rainbow, and we ended up a conga line with him. This is before he was in the chair on the stroke. It's the wildest thing in my life. He's beautiful. So whenever I play here, I always think of him.
Yeah, we have a...
You know, he was born in 1914. I mean, that guy goes way back. And I think at the time in Birmingham, like before his teens even, he was most absorbed cat music in the town. From what I've heard about it, he just was composing and writing. Had some weird thing with his balls. So always a lot of pain. So music in a way, yeah, he's a warrior. He's like punk. You know, punk has many different... Somebody once told me the only thing new is you finding out about it. And this is how it is. I found out, like Raymond told me about this Dada thing in Europe during the First War and Woody Guthrie. I mean, there's a lot of things that lead up to it. And I think, yeah, somehow. Falling for foot on fucked up ice skates. Falling for a folly fit furling head. The message is in the big speak. Thinking there's some solitude, but still on with a further view. Meanwhile, we some gears, and guess what's a person's hammering? Fuck out. Steadfast to cherish some of your attributes. I came from Virginia because my pop's in the Navy, and you had to live in the Navy housing by where you're stationed, where the boat is, or the shorty. He got put on the Enterprise in Alameda by San Francisco, so we couldn't live in them Navy houses. We had to move to a project they had just built next to an older project where D. Boone lived, and that's how I meet D. Boone. Called Park Western. He's playing with his friends, and he's up a tree. And I guess they had all run away, and he jumped on me and thought I was some guy named Eskimo, and that nickname is Eskimo. Yeah, it's total accident. It changed my whole life. Boom, the only rock band he knew was Creedence. And because it's pride, now this is early 70s, so not a lot of guns, but there's fighting. So she wants us in the house after school. So she wants us to have a band. And she played guitar, so she wanted him to play guitar. So we saw on the record covers, there's always a bass, and then the younger brother Joe's a drummer. We didn't know what a bass was. And I couldn't hear it on the Creedence records. When I started picking up on it, like the England guys, like Entwistle, the Scottish guy Jack Bruce, some U.S. guy like Jamerson and Larry Graham, the brothers I could hear, because the guitar was littler or something. But anyway, I couldn't hear it. So I thought, if I wear, because I didn't know what a flannel was. I thought that was his rock and roll shirt. I didn't know lumberjacks and farmers, maybe housing. So I thought, well, if I wear the shirt, he'll still like me. I couldn't hear the bass. I can hear it now. Pretty good bass lines. sworn it's like a horse track, and pairs of peckers promenade around the sack, swollen bagpipe waiting for the ear night gas trail hat. And up the stairs there climbs another whack. It's like an affliction without the clouds around. It's nonsense, no content, let it melt your spell. What's over here? It's 'cause it's over there. Look over here. Look over here. Look over there. Hey, look over there. So I'm the only woman that that's the point, but what's the point? The figures are running the wall. Look what's your way. Come right all the way. Back it out.
knife in the scalp, feathers sticking out the back. Feathers in the back sticking out. There ain't no hands for the knife. Only feet to wander, head to wonder. What a blunder. What a dumb thing it is. Stagger, 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 stagger. Swagger, 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 half a man. There's only half a man. Twisted fishes on the bunker, holding bar, costume, swagger, 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 bubble, 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 baba, naba, 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 holding bar, soda, bar.
The politics of the bass in a lot of ways is you look good making other cats look good because you're like kind of glue. Like people go in the head and most of them stare at the tile. Well, we're like the grout, you know? True bass. Fake lead guitar bass, yeah, you're kind of like, yeah, fake lead guitar. True bass is trippy. And in fact, the Bass Player magazine, people ask me about the future, and I think it is composition. Not like Mr. Mingus composing on a piano and then go and play bass. No, you compose on the bass. It's kind of like kick drum or cymbals, but it leaves a lot of room open to the other guys. You're more of a springboard. And cats like Nels Cline love it. Other cats, whoa, not enough information.
Balance. Balance. Head spun and sloshing and swerving and jumping on tears, loss, and liberation. Loss and liberation. Forever the connection. Forever the question. Be brave, Watt. Stop never reflecting. The lesson ain't ever less than. The lesson never less. mouse sings.
Our punk, we come from the 70s kind of, it was kind of reaction against the arena rock. The hardcore kids come in the 80s, early 80s, but that's their first music. They're out of high school, they're in high school still. They're not really reacting. So that's why it always seems strange, because we were straddling. A lot of those Hollywood, that first stuff, some of them didn't even have guitars, but they burned out. They stopped going to the gigs. It was only the next shift. So you can't look down on those kids. Yeah, it was a lot more social. They all played kind of more the same. They didn't experiment. But then they weren't these crazy artist people yet. Maybe later on they turned into them, but they're still kids. They came from the suburbs, living at home. I mean, a whole different dynamic. The punk is more like, in a way, you know, I don't know, it's an idea. So it can have its own version everywhere. The style's up to the band. That's the way I learned it. And so that way it can live past those days. Otherwise, yeah, it'd be in the glass box with Lennon and Mao and all the other.
Yeah, hungry, actually stronger, one more younger, for sentimental, ain't so gentle. One less younger, you try to act like someone stronger, but the ego, it just won't go. And then the shaman bursts out, flaming. Body and huge speakers, but this costume and clothes. So get naked and witness show and grab the antlers, chuck, grab the bass, the old band pump. foresaid, unseen inside, hearing the bell, knowing, only groaning. In the weight of the soul, a swinger thinking and swinging, time measuring solid time.